Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back for more Supergirl. So last episode, we had that spider alien parasite looking thing or like thing. They could shoot webs like Spider-Man, but they like shot out like a tattoo like spider, which could apparently go into your heart and kill you. It didn't kill James. Like really went to just went to his head, and they were able to get it out in time. Speaking of which, James has left with Kelly. Don't know when they're coming back. Jean found out about the fact that he erased his brother's existence from all of the Martians' minds, which is the biggest sin in their culture, is to just erase the Martian's mind and like erase something from their mind in general. Let's see what else. And he didn't want the others to know. Lena manipulated Kara into getting Lex's journals, which she's now going to use to basically control people. So there's that. We had John Aston, which is awesome. He was only here for, he was playing Malefic when he shapeshifted. It'd be really cool if we had him again, but I don't see a point as to why they would bring him back, which is kind of unfortunate, but probably how it's going to be. Maybe they will bring him back sometime, but for now I don't think so. He got his Inception powers back, which sucks, which is why Kelly had to go into hiding, because she has now a connection with them, to where she can tell who he is, whether he's shapeshifted or not. Oh yeah, there's Nia and Brainy. They had not really a fight, but she like told him, that he was kind of overwhelming her, and he's like, well, this is all I know, this is all I can do. I'm either hidden or 100%, and it's not really an in between for me, at least right now. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what goes with that. I don't like that they kind of gave them drama already when they just started. Like, you can give them some breathing room, guys, before you give these characters drama. But yeah, I think that's everything that happened last episode. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the next one. And she's having a nightmare. Yep. Or she's paranoid.
You cannot run, human.
I'm no human, brother.
Oh.
You can't touch me without hurting yourself.
That's why he brought me.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Oh! So they're all okay.
You can't incept any of us
I
now.
was wondering.
Don't be so sure.
Agent Blake?
Oh, god dang it. That's a different looking phase. Or is that just... Oh, he can see it from...
You okay?
Yeah.
She can see.
We'll be at Envoys in a few.
I shall adjust the Phantom Zone projector's wavelength so Malefic cannot phase through it, while simultaneously recalibrating the psychic inhibitor frequencies, all to distract myself from my broken heart.
What?
What? Nothing. Why? What did you hear?
Maybe we should call in Lena for backup.
No. No. Maybe. Oh, poor Brainy.
Lena, what's up?
I was doing some background on William, and guess whose marriage to a successful lawyer is a lie?
Did Nia ask about me?
Oh,
Well, not that I care. I mean, not that I don't care. It's not a big deal.
Uh-huh. I'll call Lena.
Of course, Alex. I'll be right over.
Commence phasing at 25%.
Sprung. I'm okay.
What went wrong?
It's too much.
I'm almost done reinforcing the psychic inhibitors. I could help you if you wanted.
I heard the scream. What happened?
How can it be too
Brainy?
much? I'll figure it out, all right? I'll figure it all out.
I don't understand why you are defending him.
He betrayed you and all of the Green Martians during the war. They were slaughtered because of him.
I'm just really sorry he's doing this.
You have nothing
Tell
to be
her.
sorry about. Okay, this isn't your fault. It's mine.
Thanks a lot, lady.
I know you, right? You're one of the kids from before, from the house.
Yeah, so?
So, you have a name?
Simon Kirby.
It's nice to meet you, Simon. I'm Kelly.
And I'm James.
I know who you are. I read the news, Catco, Guardian.
Hola, la entrega. Sorry, it was open. Elena Torres? Don't take this personally. I wonder Do you need to breathe?
Yeah, unfortunately. Wait, are you, Wendy? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, dang, she was going blue.
Alex?
That's better.
My mom got busted last winter stealing a space heater from the hardware store. The judge wouldn't even give her a chance to explain. They gave her 10 years for stealing a $30 heater.
Since when does petty theft get you that kind of time?
It's a racket. The cops, the judges, lawyers, everyone's in on it.
What's the one thing you haven't tried yet? Asking for help.
Will you have... Will you help me?
Yes. And I think a small dose of that would go a long way with Mia. Okay.
I found out what you've done, John. You lied to all of us.
You put us in jeopardy so that you could protect yourself, keep your secret safe. That you mind-wiped the existence of your own brother.
Alex, I wanted to tell you. I was so ashamed.
I confided in you how this was tearing me apart. How I thought that I was the one putting Kelly in danger, and you just stood there, knowing that it wasn't my fault. But you did it because it was easier than helping him.
No. No. No.
Malefic isn't the monster here, Sean. You are.
Alex. Alex. I wiped Malefic's existence from our minds. It was me. I did this. I failed my people more than once. I'm failing you.
No, you've saved us countless times.
It's like I murdered my own brother.
But you remember now. You risked your own life to find those memories, and now you can find him and make different choices.
But I'm glad Nia told her. She deserves to know the truth, and so do you.
It couldn't have been Nia. She's been with me.
It was Malefic.
I mean, when Simon says, it's not my problem, maybe it should be. I mean, these kids got nobody. Hey,
Tell him.
The Martian Manhunter, a coward who left his family to face an agonizing death, and worse.
And he's come here to pay for it. Alex, please. Alex, I know my brother is making you do this. It's not too late.
What have I done?
On Mars, you had nothing but cruelty for me. Where did this love and forgiveness come from? From my family. Family is supposed to destroy you.
He was supposed to come alone, too.
What the hell is that thing?
Oh, my God.
A bomb, a hybrid of Tamaranian and Faroid technology. It's synced to Alex's molecular
Tamaranian?
structure.
Supergirl, can you hear me?
Do you trust me?
Yes.
Phase through.
It's Malefic in the blue jacket.
Oh.
Look, I've been fighting the good fight in a fancy corner office for years. And in the streets of National City as Guardian. But I started off as a guy with a camera. A camera I our dad gave me. Among the people. And that is where I need to be.
My feelings are springing out, and I can't seem to find a little box to contain them.
Okay, try this box.
It's okay. To James.
How the hell did you get in here?
What is this?
Carl, walk out of here. Forget what you just saw. It's too dangerous.
What are you, an undercover cop?
I'm a journalist. Elena thought they were onto her. That they knew she was talking to someone. I needed to keep her safe.
And what about your inter-gang friend, Sergio Ramos?
Sergio is Interpol. Undercover. He helped me get her out. Now that you know, at least I can be honest with you. At least maybe you can forgive me.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't blame you. Your articles are honest and smart. I can never write the way you write.
You have 2 Pulitzers.
It's not from the writing. It's from the story. I have craft. You have art. Now promise me you'll let this go. I don't doubt that you can take care of everything you set your mind to.
You know how to work a camera?
Like, on my phone?
No, not like on your phone.
A real camera.
Like a real one. My dad gave me this camera.
Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief. It's Jimmy.
Where am I? This is not the Phantom Zone.
By now, you realize you can't phase through these walls.
In fact, I think we can help each other.
See, I thought it was strange that they just I didn't know the extent. I figured like maybe he'd come back out, Malefic. Thought maybe he'd come back out somewhere else or some other reasoning. Like he'd break out of the Phantom Zone. And I was wondering what the device did. I thought maybe like somehow it like examined him as it was sending him to the Phantom Zone, so that it would like give her data on how his abilities work. But whatever she put in there changed the trajectory. Instead of sending him to the Phantom Zone, sent her straight to her Martian containment unit thing. So now she's gonna study him, figure out how to. So somehow her work has to fit into Crisis, because Monitor is the one that brought him out. So through some chain of events, he wanted her to get this. She's her invention or whatever is apparently her project has to have some kind of effect on the Crisis. I'm assuming. I don't know what, or something else like is gonna lend to something else about this is gonna lend to the Crisis. Otherwise, I don't know why Monitor will let him out. Because I know, Tetsu even said that the Monitor brings chaos before order. So we've already witnessed that a couple times. Like one, he's brought Lex, so that's obviously not great. And then he's brought Malefic, which has caused harm to Jean and everybody else. So maybe she gets her project completed and she's able to maybe control for people before Supergirl and them put a stop to it. I don't know. God dang it, though. So James is gone. Or not. Well, he's not going to be a series regular, I'm assuming, from here on. Unless they cut to... I don't think they would go to a different city. Like, cut back to a different city constantly. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be him. Because the way they had the emotional send-off or like goodbye to him, I'm assuming that's supposed to be him going off the show. Because I know he's been getting ready for the new Mortal Kombat movie, right? I didn't know he was gonna be off of Supergirl though. Like I was wondering how he's gonna do that time management. So I was thinking maybe he would take time off the show, but it looks like more he might come back after the movie. I don't know how this. I really hope he does. It kind of sucks. I'm gonna miss James, but I like that he told the kid, Jack Kirby, Simon Kirby, which I know it's like, it sounded familiar at first. I was like, Simon Kirby, I recognize that, but it's Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, which I think that's what they were going for, which is really cool. They did that, but I like that he gave the kid a job as a photographer. I think he was more trying to give him a job as the photographer for the Gazette. But he gave him his dad's camera, which I thought was broken in the second season. I think, like the season where he became Guardian. I think that's the. Either way, he gave his camera to his dad's camera. The camera his dad gave him, he gave to the kid, and he told him, don't call me James, call me Jimmy, which I think is great because Jimmy Olsen. Which I'm glad he did that. That's a kind of a nice little way to tie it off in a way. So I do hope that's not it though. That he comes back next season maybe. I don't know. I miss this character. At the very beginning, whenever they showed her like walking down, I thought maybe it was a nightmare or she was getting paranoid and she was seeing people just like look at her. And then Malefic shows up, and then it's revealed that it's just Jean pretending to be Kelly to draw him out, which you would think he would know. Because if they're both connected, I didn't think about this till just now. If they're both connected, would he not be able to tell that it's not her? Like, well, he apparently can't, like, it seems to be more one-sided. Like, he can't tell she's somewhere else. Because he wasn't able to, he can't see her, like, apparently can't see that it's Jean. And he didn't also feel like she wasn't standing in front of him, whether he knew who it was or not. But yeah, whenever she changed back to Jean, I was wondering why the heck it was showing everybody else like look at her. I was like, if it's not a nightmare and it's Jean, why are people like passing her, like just looking at her? But it's because the DEO agents and Kara. So that was cool, and that got me for a second. I was like, that's kind of weird. I probably should have caught on, but I'm a slow sometimes. But I do that answered my question right away because I wrote that down. I'm like, why are people looking at Sean? And that's because they weren't regular pedestrians. They were DO agents pretending to be other people. Well, it was mainly Brainy, Alex, with Kara. I think that's it. Maybe some other DEO. No, yeah, another DEO agent. I don't know. There's one other person, but yeah, the one that he used to incept and shoot at Alex. Because apparently his ability was able to fry whatever it was that was keeping them from that was supposed to protect them from being incepted. But then let me get back in. And then Alex is obviously she's emotionally like connected to this. She's letting her emotions kind of get the better of her, and she's panicking, which is fair. I mean, it's someone that she really cares about in danger because she's the only one that could pick out who Malefic is in a crowd if you were shapeshift. But she's kind of getting on Brainy's case, like why is this not working? Why was he able to phase through the Phantom Zone thing? I forgot what it's called all of a sudden. Projector, there it is. Why was he able to phase through that? Why was he able to fry psychic inhibitors? Is that what they're called? Obviously, both Alex and Brainy are for dealing with different emotional battles. Brainy kind of like was a little more humorous on his side, at least at some points. It's kind of like, but I just I need this to distract me from what is it he said? To distract myself from my broken heart. Poor Brainy, he's still kind of working on the whole human emotions thing. And this one's to not knowing about it in the first place and not being familiar with it, having that hit you, it's really bad for him. But I'm glad they weren't broken up, which I wasn't quite sure about that. But yeah, he was kind of distancing himself so that he figured out on his own. But now that he hasn't quite figured it out yet, but he's at least willing to work with Nia on it. So I'm glad that they already tackled that issue. Because I was gonna be a little worried that if they were gonna string it. I didn't think they would drag that along too much, but I was a little annoyed that they gave it to that issue to them so early on. But it didn't last long anyway, so it's not as bad now. I'm glad they were at least able to come to understanding solution. Probably what I was trying to say. Pretty early on, and be able to work it out together. I'm also glad that they didn't prolong Jean keeping his secret, because that was kind of hindering us a little bit as well, because they didn't know the full extent, and also Alex wasn't quite as understanding as she would have been if she knew the whole truth. You know, Malefic isn't solely responsible for the crimes that he's committed against the Martians, the Green Martians. Granted, he's not that doesn't make it right what he did. He still has to take responsibility, obviously, for just the mass murder that he did, basically the genocide of his own people. But yeah, it was kind of Jean that kind of led him towards that. I'm glad that they let him well, it was kind of because of Alex Malefic, really, that he came forward with the truth. But I'm glad it wasn't something that was dragged on again as well, because they've done that before, not too long. I also felt terrible whenever, for a second, I wasn't sure if Alex was I knew that Malefic incepted her, but I wasn't sure if he took her away somewhere, told her the truth or something of what John did, and then kind of let her with maybe not manipulating, but I guess sort of manipulating her emotions, but kind of pushing them into a certain way. And she was kind of, because it seemed mannerisms and kind of emotionally, it seemed like her. Because I mean, sometimes I know Malefic he could read minds and figure out how someone is body language wise, and emotionally how they would act and react to something. So it felt almost like it was her. But then later, Alex, she goes to him saying did you actually think that I would think that I would say those terrible things to you? But Jean, of course, the reasoning he had, it made sense why Jean would, because I mean he'd been bogging himself down so much, he felt the weight of the guilt and the shame that what he had done, and so he'd been thinking these terrible things about himself. So it was just more so enforcing what he was feeling about himself. So it was kind of distracting him, blinding him from the fact that Alex wouldn't say these kind of things to him. Now we're gonna jump ahead a little. Well, no, we're kind of gonna jump ahead, we're kind of not. So Will is not bad, I think. I don't know if I believe him. Am I supposed to believe him? Is it supposed to be? It just felt almost like he was. I know it showed him. Let me finish my thought. It felt like he was manipulating a bit, kind of. But anyway, I know it showed him at a soup kitchen. That's one thing we've seen him do that's not selfish. I don't know. I felt like he was telling the truth. At the same time, I felt like it could be all farce. But I don't know. So he faked Lena's death because somebody else was after her. Who? So what was the dude that last episode they sat on the bench together? Says you have another job. You gave him money it was a hit or sort of thing. I'm trying to figure out. Am I thinking too much to it? Am I thinking about this too much? Is he just who he says he is? So is he investigating Leviathan then? But what? I don't know. They said a criminal organization bigger than Al Capone, so I don't know about. And the Rojas's are apparently dirty. I mean, we kind of figured that, but I don't know. I kind of want to believe him. I want to believe that there's more to this. I mean, there is. I don't know. My brain's not working very well today either, so I don't know why. So I take it Leviathan sent. Somebody else sent. Because I'm not 100% sure it's Leviathan, or it's not confirmed that it's Leviathan, but some group sent the Shadow Guy to kill the lady because I guess she would put them at risk. And then somebody sent that I don't know if she is. She was like there for like a second, and then they arrested her. But this lady who has wind powers, she tried to kill Elena as well, or she actually tried to kill Elena. So he was actually trying to save Jared, that guy. What's his name? Is it Jared? Yeah, Jared. He's trying to save that guy from the assassin lady with the spider alien host thing, but he wouldn't. Why didn't he want to work with them? What is this group that Will's working for, if it's not Leviathan? Guys, I'm sorry if I'm being stupid. I apologize. If it's something that shouldn't be known in this episode, like if you found out that's something that happens in later episodes that hasn't been shown yet, like right now that hasn't aired, please don't let me know. But if it's something I've missed from this episode or past, you can go ahead and let me know in the comments. Oh, I think Jean mentioned that the blasphemous on Alex was a combination of I know he said Tamaranian. I think it's Tamaranian and Thanagarian, I think he said. So that's the first time they've mentioned Thanagarian before. That's the first time they've mentioned, I think, Tamaranian. First time they've mentioned that in the Arrowverse, because Hawkgirl and Hawkman are supposed to be Thanagarians. Or not, sorry, Thanagarian. Yeah, Thanagarians. But in here it was like Egyptians. Like they were of Egypt, and then the meteors changed them. But anyway, the Thanagarians, are obviously like the Hawk people. The Tamarans, we know, Starfire's species. So obviously we're not gonna, because we haven't seen anything else of Thanagarian stuff. So I just thought it was cool that they actually name dropped Tamaranian stuff. I'm pretty sure the other one was Thanagarian. Let me just double check. No, what? Baroid? Okay, so I was completely off. I have no idea what that is. What is it? Someone tell me? What word? I don't know what the other one is. Dang it. Okay, well, I was completely off. I don't know why. As I heard it, but I didn't quite catch it, so then for some reason I thought it was Thanagarian. I have no idea why. So it's not Thanagarian, but it is Tamaranian. That's the one I know. That's all I know. If someone knows what that is, please let me know. I'm sorry I didn't catch it. Can't even quite make out what he's saying. So wait, hold on now. So one thing I'm wondering about is Kelly. She still has the link with Malefic. So will she be able to realize what's going on eventually? She hasn't left. I don't think she went back with Jimmy. Now since he wants to go by Jimmy. So let's go with Jimmy. But yeah, so she still has that link with him. So wonder if she would, could she tell the others? I mean, he doesn't get it right away. Or she doesn't get the flashes all the time. She's not constantly just living in his head. So something would have to. I think it seems to always be like whenever it's he's in rage, or when he's feeling a massive amount of rage. So, I mean, if Lena's going to be experimenting on him, he's obviously going to be feeling rage, unless she has him sedated somehow. I don't know how she would sedate a Martian. Like if she would have to study his biology first, and then create something that would sedate him. I don't know what she's planning on doing. I mean, she knows she wants to study his abilities. I don't know if she can do that if he's sedate. Anyway, I don't know what she'll like if that's how maybe they figure, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure out what's going on with Lena eventually. So I'm wondering if that's gonna be how they find out. I hope so, but also I'm kind of worried because I hate when Lena's like she's manipulating the team, and that she's lying to them about she's maliciously almost lying to them, because I mean they lied to her about who Kara was, but it wasn't because they were trying to hurt her and they were planning something against her. It was Kara's wishes, and they were respecting Kara's wish, and it wasn't their place to tell her, Kara's secret, and Kara thought she was protecting Lena, which in instances, sometimes that is the case, because if someone knows about their life, that could put them in danger. But anyway, I hate that, but I also don't want that to be kind of like, that's how it's going to end. Like, that's her, like, the final step in becoming a villain, like a full-fledged villain. They find out, she tries to fight them or somehow, then she has to be put away, and that's kind of the end, the heartbreaking end to Lena and Kara's relationship. I want this to end, the story, their friendship to not end. I want it to this whole thing, this issue that Lena's having, to conclude in a happy ending. You know, I don't want things to go badly between them, because I like Lena's character, and I don't want her to have to be like just turned into a bad guy and then put away, made into a pretty much a Luthor. I hate this. I hate that Lena's gone down this route, and she has Malefic in her lab now. She's gonna be working on. She's getting closer and closer to her goal of controlling people. Which, I mean, Lena, how do you not see that as being a bad thing? Like something. But we got Kelly, so maybe she can tell the others. Like maybe she'll see, because she doesn't know about that. She doesn't know that. I wonder if this since she can apparently, I'm assuming the cage she has put him in, he can't intercept people. So maybe that's gonna block out their link. That's gonna like kind of block the link that they have. So maybe she won't be able to see. I don't know. But yeah, then we got this thing with Will. You know, he's apparently, I think he's on the up and up. He might be working against Leviathan, or he's been investigating. He's undercover. From, I forgot what he said, the Times, I think. He's investigating the Rojas. I'm not sure. I think he's telling the truth. I don't know for sure though. That's just kind of skeptical. Hope it doesn't stab Kara in the back, because that would be really, well, she doesn't seem to trust him fully either, so there's that. Maybe hopefully he doesn't kind of worm his way, and if he's actually telling the truth, then I guess it's fine. I don't know, we'll just see how, there's just so much just backstab, like, I don't know, I guess we'll just ride this out and see if he's telling the truth or not. But for now, guys, that's it for this week's episode of Supergirl. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our videos, go ahead and click the button right there to visit our channel, and if you want to stick around for the next episode, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you would like to support us, go and check out our Patreon. You can get access to polls to vote on what shows you want us to react to when we need replacements. You get early access to shows, stuff like that. You can link for that also in the description down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you all next week.